Canon stellt auf der IBC eine XC15 vor und XC15, dann wissen einige schon, das klingt nach einer erweiterten Version der XC10 und genauso ist es. Auf den ersten Blick sieht sie eigentlich genauso aus wie eine XC10, nur etwas größer, denn nach oben hin hat sich etwas verändert, denn die Kamera hat einen XLR-Anschluss oder 2 XLR-Anschlüsse dazu bekommen. Das war tatsächlich auch von unserer Seite, von unseren Kunden eine häufige Anfrage. Haben gesagt, ja, also die Kamera hat einen wirklich super Look, sie ist sehr kompakt, aber was ist mit dem Ton? Da muss ich wieder irgendwie rumfrickeln, wenn ich professionelles Audio, gerade Mikrofone mit Phantomspeisung anschließen will. Da wäre es doch schön, wenn es irgendeinen kleinen Adapter gäbe, den man da montieren kann. Und genauso wurde es jetzt gelöst. Das heißt, man sieht hier diesen Aufsatz mit den entsprechenden XLR-Buchsen, der oben in den Fotoschuh integriert ist und ein separates Kabel. Das verrät uns natürlich auch, dass man diesen Aufsatz nicht oben aufsetzen muss, sondern auch woanders hinbauen kann. Ich gehe aber davon aus, es gibt noch ein paar weitere Änderungen, ein paar weitere Neuerungen bei diesem Modell. Und dazu habe ich jetzt Paul Atkinson von Canon bei mir, der uns das auf Englisch beantworten kann. So, Paul, can you explain us the differences from the XC10 to the XC15?
Well, the obvious one is the inclusion, as you've just mentioned, of the 3-pin Xlr connector. This is the same accessory that's available for the C300 Mark II, but with XC15 it's included in the box. Okay. To fit that, we have removed the hot shoe from the XC10 and replaced it with a cold shoe to make it more compatible with standard video accessories as well. And again, the dedicated connector for this unit, which is not obviously on the XC10. The rest of the changes really are internal. We've removed the MP4 recording capability, but replaced that with 24p. Okay. We've added the ability to change camera angle as well as shutter speed. Mm-hmm. This is so you can integrate it more easily as the B cam to the C300 Mark II or the C cam if you're using C700, 300 Mark II, and then this as well. We've added a Waveform Monitor, again a nice, useful, professional tool. Good indication of exposure levels. Other little things as well, like we've added a lock screen facility. So when your hands are near, you can't inadvertently change settings by brushing your thumb against the touch screen.
Oh, okay.
We recently announced some firmware upgrades to the XA10, which would be reduced noise, and improved autofocus performance, and those are fully integrated straight away into the XC15.
Okay. So there have been some improvements which the XC10 will also get.
As far as things like the image quality and the focus quality, the image quality with regard to noise, and the faster autofocus response as well.
Mm-hmm. And so the possibility to change the shutter in a way like it is at the C100, C300 series. I mean, you have done the same kind of shutter, but how is it with the colors? How is there a possibility to fix this?
Yeah, what we've done is we've incorporated a few extra colour spaces, if you like. They're colour settings or appearance settings. And these are so you can more easily integrate the footage from the XC15 into footage shot from C300 Mark II, C700 or any of the Cinema EOS cameras.
Yeah, it sounds like you had the demand from C300 users that you want to have a B camera which is smaller, which can be also used with the same look.
Yeah, exactly right. And they want to use the same workflow. I mean, there are occasions there are people that have been using the XC10 as the primary camera, especially for things like documentary, journalism. It's a small, discrete camera, but giving you a full HD or a UHD TV format.
And it looks like a photo camera, so in some cases you don't have to pay.
Very discreet as well. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, from our customer side, in fact, removing the noise is very good. So if there's an update for that, that's perfect. And of course, the LR is a very, very good tool for many professional users who want to have good audio. One thing we hear very often is that people have to really get used that there's no power zoom. Is there any thought about improving the lens with some powered zoom to have a zoom wipe or something like this?
The disadvantage of incorporating a zoom into that form factor is increased weight and increased cost. And we pitched this camera really as a lightweight, easy to use camera. Yeah. The majority of shooting times you'd be set to a focal length anyway, and then would only zoom when you recompose. Yeah. Obviously, there will be times where creatively you want to zoom in, and with any camera you can soon get used to the effect of it, and you can create a nice smooth zoom manually or with a third-party device. Yeah.
I mean, of course, there's also the possibility if you record 4K and you do this in editing, then you can reframe a little bit or do a slight zoom in digital. That might be also a good solution. But I understand from the perspective of weight, it would be a loss to have a motor and maybe even more things at the camera. So.
Yeah, and you'd also sort of have things like increased power consumption and therefore reduced battery life, recording time and things like that. So overall we think we've given it the specification that actually suit the target market.
Will the XC15 replace the XC10?
No, it won't. The XC10 will stay on sale. What we've done really is we've just improved the professional credentials, if you like, with the XC15.
Some information about pricing and delivery time?
It should be on sale later this month. We are looking at around about €2,700 German price without tax.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you very much
thank you.
for all these informations.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.